Welcome to AquaGlow at Aquatica, which runs from June 7th all the way through August 10th on select nights, where the entire Aquatica water park gets a complete overhaul with overlays such as foam parties, where, trust me, you will get blasted. It was super fun. I'd never been to a foam party before. And then head over to the Roa's Rapids, which gets a neon and misted effects. It is a massive event with specialty foods, laser show, foam party, jellyfish garden, UV bubble zone, and lots of cocktails to enjoy. And the best part is you're going to have lower lines for the bigger attractions, especially the water slides. They do have their own variety of specialized merch, including rash guards, sunnies, cups, and keychains. But the food is the big star of the show, with rainbow pizza, multicolored cupcakes, beef sliders with a pineapple salsa and arugula, fruity Rice Krispie treats using Fruity Pebbles, Korean hot dogs with a boom sauce, Asian slaw, and a walnuts. There are glow dough donuts, as well as cocktails that include blue curacao and watermelon. We're going to start the food reviews of the specialty items from AquaGlow with the beef sliders. Now, this was my favorite savory item of the night. The brioche bun was toasted and soft, and then that beef patty, although frozen, was really tender still, and that pineapple slaw gave it a nice little punch. Now, my favorite overall item of the night was the simplest, with these Fruity Pebble Rice Krispie treats. Now, I'm used to standard Rice Krispie treats, so no flavoring at all, but Fruity Pebbles had a nice crunchy texture, and the chewy marshmallow and that little tiny pop of fruit made these absolutely delicious and my favorite thing of the entire event. Next up are the colorful rainbow flatbread style pizza, which had plenty of cheese. I could have used a hair more sauce, and although creatively they decided to color this thing, the coloring did not add to any of the flavor. Maybe it would have been nice to have gotten a different flavor sauce, like a pesto or something, instead of just food dye. The Glow donuts were a glazed donut that was yeast raised. It was nice and soft, and the coloring on there had no flavor, but yet still made it super cute looking. Now, sadly, this cupcake did not fare well in the Florida sun. The AquaGlow cupcake, which had kind of a cotton candy vibe, and that white chocolate kind of melted and hung over to the side. But overall, a very solid cupcake. Lots and lots of things were dyed, but the hot dog was not. This thing had arugula again, and that boom sauce comes back, but it is a standard hot dog. Now, the one thing that I have to admit is they do such a nice job here at Aquatica with the decorations, both the jellyfish garden and, of course, all of the additional neon lights, signage that gets included here, and truthfully, just this place takes over a different look and feel and texture, especially as it gets darker and darker through the night. Probably the most popular area of this event would be the foam party, which did not skimp on foam. They were easily close to 2.5 feet high. It was cordoned off into one section that was right by the lazy river, and if you weren't paying attention, you could easily get blasted in the head, which is what happened to Maddie and I. Fortunately enough, if you are swimming, you can just jump into the lazy river to clean off. Now, they had another area which doesn't exist during normal Aquatica hours, and that is the bubble zone, which looked really pretty under the black lights. And again, there are lots of different accent lighting throughout the park, but the biggest thing for me was Roa's Rapids. Roa's Rapids had the full overlay. The entire lazy river had lights, it had sounds, it had seascapes added to it. Now, I am super biased, I have to admit. I think Roa's Rapids is the best, hands down, the best lazy river in all of Orlando, Florida, and nobody talks about it. This has shade during the day. It is fast. It is fun, it is wet, and it is consistent. Unlike other water parks where there's not a lot of shade, the lazy river is quite slow. There's not a lot of decorations. Now for AquaGlow, we're getting even more of these laser neon tube lights, and of course those coral black light projections.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I've never experienced a lazy river like this. It's very cool. I could totally see during nighttime events like this a lot.
But I just found that this gave such a better overall aesthetic. I mean, look at the jellyfish behind the coral standouts. It's very simple, but it does transform an already epic, amazing lazy river that is not so lazy. This is adventurous. This is very fast. And I love that you don't have to wear a life preserver if you don't want to. Now, all of the water effects were on, but there was also some misting effects and some lighting effects, but this thing is wild and it is so much fun. It is long. It usually takes roughly about 10 minutes to do a lap on this, and it was easy to just sit in here and enjoy the vibes, the colors, the music. Now, I can't play a lot of the music here because of YouTube and sounds and whatnot, so you're just gonna have to listen to the backdrop that I got popping off here. But imagine your top 40s and a little bit of like synthwave in there too, which really did help transform, again, the environment and feel. Now, this is not the only lazy river that gets an overlay. Loggerhead Lane also gets a small overlay with these inflatable floats that are over their fish section, not the section over by the Commercial Dolphins. And then I had never been on this before, and one of the best parts is that these slides have very, very low weights. So if you're used to the busy Aquatica crowds, for $50 you have the ability to skip a lot of the lines. Now, some of the still more popular, especially the 4 and 6 person raft rides, tended to have still a 15 to 25 minute wait. Tassie's Underwater Adventure also had a little bit of a longer wait, but this slide right here is as good, if not better, than any of the other aqua or water roller coasters that exist in Orlando. I just want to shout out SeaWorld again for giving me the opportunity to check out this new ticketed event called AquaGlow. I thought it was fantastic.
Dude, thank you so much for hanging out at H2O Glow. If you want to see more videos here at Aquatica, check out this one right here. Boop.